Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. At the end of the last video, we started having the Mega Monument coming under construction near Amazade 1. Amazade 1 doing pretty well, but I do not have everybody working in here right now. Don't have a ton of materials with which to produce electronics and machine parts. Of course, a lot of it heading back up via my exporter rocket. But this is going to get done this video, and I made us actually just spend a good chunk of the video right here. Because we're already at 220 black cubes. I've got my shuttles bringing in more cubes, and I'm running on a slight deficit of water. And I say slight, it's 12.7. So let's see. Here we go. Moist vaporator. If I put it right there, I should be fine. That'll take care of the water deficit that I've got. But I want to stay here as the Mega Monument's being constructed. I do have a drone hub. It's a happy little drone hub right here. It's just outside the range of this, mind you. In fact, I'm going to bring the RC commander, wherever he is. Okay, he was up here. Take care. Weird. This metals deposit actually just popped up right on top of this guy. But I was also cleaning this up and making sure that there's plenty of waste rock in storage size I can bring over here and use to... Yep, there goes a exporter. Making sure there's plenty of waste rock available for my refineries to utilize. The refineries that are here, that one's also off, and here. Eventually, I will pack them up. I'm thinking that's where the prefab refab tech's going to come in. That's the one way the heck down here. This technology, I do quite enjoy it. Also, someone just popped up there, didn't see it.
Resources are low.
Food? Really though? We got a lot of quinoa being made up. We have a couple of folks listed as unemployed, and hey, the Mega Monument's being built, so let's take a look. Yeah, that looks like a lot more than 284 black cubes. I'm just putting that out there. Alright, out of the eons.
Once completed, the monument emitted a pulse of all-encompassing energy, and we all experienced a single collective dream. Or memory.
Eons ago, while Earth was still a molten world, Mars had already been a teeming, living world covered by oceans and forest. The long-forgotten Mars was home for a sentient race which quickly mastered their primitive urges and reached technological peaks yet to be conquered by humankind. We witnessed astonishing evolution of the ancients and the countless metamorphoses they experienced until they reached a state of existence which allowed them to transcend the boundaries of the material form. Without worrying about resources or lifespan, they traversed the universe, leaving their home behind, but they have not forgotten it. The robust black cubes lay in wait on the red planet for a meeting of the minds. Our actions here were detected by the semi-sentient algorithm which controlled the cubes and triggered the message left by the ancients. Some of the accounts given by our personnel describe being talked to in a language both familiar and thoroughly alien, while others describe being shown images most vivid and influencing. Some would even account for experiencing a sort of judgment. The essence of the information was, however, without exception, the same.
The ancients were pleased to see we had reacted with restraint and curiosity, trying to understand the unknown phenomenon instead of fearing it.
Judging from their own history, they assumed this was not necessarily an easy thing to do. They recall the fondest epochs of their history where such strivings were predominant amongst them. Proud and nostalgic, they offer us a gift. We gained localized terraforming, which is the Geoscape Dome. I admit it's not my favorite thing to get done. I would have loved to have gotten like the excavator or orbital engineering. The Geoscape Dome does make sense because it's like, hey, here, have this, shiny new building. Alright, these guys are packed up. I'm going to send them probably back downstairs.
Research complete.
Scan all sectors, 2,500 research. For that means I got water conservation system, and now I've got less water being consumed by my domes. Orbital engineering, now going to be researched, large-scale excavation, and I'm going to do prefab refab, going for big ticket items, which mean I'm pretty much not going to come back to this screen the rest of the video. Don't need to. Now that all the sectors have been scanned out, it's only a matter of just getting this guy up and running. Let's turn him back on. We have enough machine parts and enough concrete to get this up and running, which is going to give us 5,000 research for... Also, we got a few things we got to do here. All sponsor goals, and that'll give me a little bit of research. A Megadome of Wonders 5000 flat research as well. And all these ones are going to be terraforming related. So we need to probably go into the terraforming stuff at some point to get that going for us. What did I said I wasn't going to go back into it. So yeah, orbital engineering, that's going to get the space elevator. Very helpful for bringing down materials quickly to get other stuff built up. I do not plan on using the space elevator to export large amounts of underground rare metals. This one, of course, is running low already, and I want to make sure that that is going to be utilized properly. And keeping it as a very high deposit, I think I'll still get a little bit. I don't know what the extent of the depleted ones I'll have once it's done up. But here goes with the Mohole Mine. Man, making some good strides on this Thursday. And good strides. Don't know what's going to be happening in the Anno videos this weekend. Haven't recorded them yet. I'm recording this one Wednesday, just after the last episode coming out. So I've got no idea what's going to happen in Anno, but that series airing on Saturdays and Sundays on the channel. And just waiting on those last little bit of concrete, and we can get this guy built up. We got metals here. Yeah, I just want 5 on this one.
Funding received.
Got another billion there. A little worried about my concrete or lack thereof. I know my concrete deposits are a little lacking at the moment. However, this is going to be taking care predominantly of all my metals and rare metal situations. And with these guys, scrubbing it, and also getting this drone hub in the process, I should not need to worry about maintenance on this guy in the future. However, knowing my luck, I'm going to order up a single MDS over here, and I'll probably put another MDS down on this side too. There's that wonder up. Boom, fireworks. I will spend materials to put a couple of MDSs over here. I want this fully protected, fully, maintenance, to make sure I'm never going to need it to worry about in the future. We're going to produce 50 metals per day for the Mohole Mine, 20 rare metals. And, let's see. Exporter's on his way back. He's going to fill up pretty fast, it looks like. Because want to make sure I'm getting those 30 over here. Again, I just want to have 5 at this one, meaning that anything above 5 that's pulled out of this guy will immediately go over to this one and get loaded up onto Exporter to send off. We do have a power deficit during the day, which is okay. Got another minor discovery from my recon center, which has been so disappointing to me as of late. And disappointing as of late, I mean constantly. It is constantly a disappointment to me.
Resources are low.
122 food. I think another farm's going to be needed down here. Let's get that addressed. I do have a lot of available jobs, which worries me that I'm not going to have enough people to staff these structures once it's done up. Oh, these drones up here, I guess, are bringing those materials. But note, I only now need to bring 4 drones instead of 8 to get it done. More efficient, very, very helpful. Yeah, we're going to do cover crops first, then quinoa, then soybeans. Going to take a little time for it to get fully up and running, but the cover crops will get the soybeans in a good position, and the quinoa, we'll just keep doing the quinoa consistently going forward with that. I like it. Water consumption, still in the positive. That's good. I can keep these tanks brimmed if at all possible. And this is a big thing. The little amount of waste rock here is going to be able to help with these, but I'm also going to bring this guy's concern back down. These 10 drones, I really just want to be servicing the mole hole. They can bring stuff into here as well and all that stuff. And it does have range to reach these depots for Allegria? Allegria? Eventually I'm going to figure out the name for this guy. We also want to consider putting in another dome here, but not sure what to put. Art store, I'm actually going to turn this guy back on. Not going to use the electronics store yet, just because it's going to need that. With the art store, going to be providing a lot of comfort for folks, which will hopefully keep cranking out the number of bebes in this building. A lot of kids living in this apartment complex, not going to lie. A little high for me. I'm going to open up the night shift on the school also. Could slap a school spire down, which may be what I do here. in Azimuth, because I'm getting more kids. Eventually will be born here. And I think this is where an art store would be beneficial also. So let's go ahead and slap one of these guys down here. And a spire. School spire cultivates perks using modern learning techniques. I do have a school here, which I'll most likely demo and put something else in its place. Granted, hanging gardens is a massive comfort boost. I do like the idea of just having extraordinary amount of... That's what I'm looking for here. Being able to crank out kids, get them educated, and get them going that much faster. Since we're producing electronics here, all the better. If anything, I'll tear down this school and put down a Martian University in here. We do have one over here that's, you know, still got folks. But we have a big need for specializations also. Wow, even these drones coming all the way down here with this. This is why I love artificial muscles, is that it gets the buildings done that much faster.
Resources are low.
Makes it more efficient. That was an electronics warning if I had to guess. Getting that going. But once this is built...
Are low.
That was food. Again with the food. What's my consumption? 42. But again, we'll get there. It's just not going to be a right this second thing. Could also eventually order up a request to trade of metals for food or something to that effect. See what we can get our hands on. Alright. Superior education has a chance to generate a genius. I'm going to demo the school, get everybody over into this one. And we're going to go religious, compose, survivor, same as the other school. We'll get them over there, and then I will actually dump the 10 electronics into this because genius makes things so much easier for us in that geniuses produce 150 research points per day. I only have one genius colonist, so I'm only getting that one boost. But let's say I get 10 geniuses over the next 100 souls, so I'm getting 1,500 research. That's more than my outsourcing, more than my sponsor coming out. That's why I see it as an investment. If I can get that many built up, all the better. By the way, exporter is already back to Earth. I've got another rocket full and ready to go. This is interesting. This landing pad cannot. It says, well, land is servicing inbound rockets. I have no rockets here. I think this landing pad is glitched. Unless exporter moved, which I don't think she did. Huh. Yeah, this guy glitched out on me. That's unfortunate. Oh well, time to build a new one. We'll build it down here. And I do actually like the idea of putting it down in this area. And we'll go ahead and slap down a fuel storage depot next to it. Just requesting 30 fuel. We've got 207 we're sitting on right now. Not doing anything with the terraforming, but let's go ahead and get that. There we go. Trade pad. We're going to offer up metals. Want food. Eventually I'll get that one fixed, or it's just going to be a dead thing. That happened. Europe, willing to offer 130 food for 50 metal. There you go. Problem solved. Alright, back downstairs. Got another Mars quake down here. Not much of a concern for me, but let's go ahead and get a few more lamps posted up. This has been that whole long-ass, need to get it done eventually thing that I was talking about. Let's move this guy just a skosh over. There we go. Be able to get both of them done up.
Resources are low.
I'm not super worried about the electronics, because I am producing quite a bit. This rocket hasn't arrived yet. Exporter... No. And I am thinking about maybe building another recon center this video. I'd love to get another one of those up and running. Just to see if we can find a decent asteroid. I think we can have a maximum of 3. So it kind of becomes helpful if we can do that. I'm also going to up this number, requesting 50 at this depot. This one should be about 25, I think. But getting the metals on board faster, being able to empty the food depot that much faster, That's going to solve a lot of my problems. Because this depot up here, you can see, this food depot needs to have like 30 there. And we only have like 5 up at this one at the moment. I'm just clicking right on top of it, aren't I? There we go. 9.2. And I don't have my Mohole available. My Mohole's downstairs doing his little project, so we're good on that front. Exporter just left. We now have 80 rare metals, so we've got extra to trade. That's the big thing. And now we have a rocket that is full of food that's going to be needing to be unloaded. All these worms swarming it, and that number is just plummeting. It's plummeting like a congressman's approval ratings after it turns out they did something stupid. Too easy of a joke? Alright, so let's go ahead, put another light tripod down in here, I think, and then down this passage. Go ahead and move you over to this, move you over to this. Perfect, they're both in range. And there is something I can consider too. I have a high quality water deposit down here. If I were to choose, I could slap down a couple of drones here to maintain this, and I believe I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I can put rare metals refineries down here also, so I can have water and rare metals being produced in the underground and just send it all upstairs. That deep metal though, 3250 high quality rare metals down in the underground. That's some good stuff. Okay, that's the bottomless pit. This is the end. This is an end cap. Let's go this way. I think a tripod right about there. That needs to be cleared out, so let's clear that out. I'm going to continue my food trading, make sure I've got plenty of food so I don't have to get that stupid warning anymore. Sitting on 7 billion. My outsourcing has ended. Question that definitely needs to be asked is, where dare I put the space elevator? I kind of like the idea of having it here in the middle, just as this kind of like central service, because if I'm building domes out this way with it, I'm going to build a dome over here to take advantage of the double vista and the metals and the rare metals, which I technically don't know, I no longer need to. I just need to get a couple good vista sites hooked up and I'll be set. Alright, there we go. Wrong address. Ooh, this one I think I remember correctly. Several supply pods have signaled readiness to execute guided landing procedures. The supply pods are not our own. They belong to Paradox Interactive. We can blatantly steal their cargo, which we certainly be able to feign ignorance that the supply pods were theirs. So we could just get the goods, get 2 free supply pods, and lose some standing with Paradox. I believe it's just like machine parts, polymers, and maybe some electronics in here. Or we can contact the rival colony and get 25 standing with Paradox. I don't think... I kind of lean doing the standing on this one. If this was early game, absolutely. Steal the supply pods, you can rehab it later. But I'm doing trade with Paradox, which means that when I need to start like getting supplies from them, I could probably get a awful trade like that. 50 electronics for 200 concrete. Get the hell out of here with that. All right. Large scale excavation did say it was going to take 13 days to get done. So let's do this. I'm going to spend a little bit of cash. That's going to knock it down by 5 days. Just to get that done up. That much better, that much faster. Do have a slight deficit still in the overnight hours. That's okay.
Received.
A little bit more cash coming in. I don't think I've actually researched superior pipes yet. Cat's Eye, you were mentioning that in a previous video. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to keep going with what I got. But the space elevator will give me the ability to get the Omega telescope done, because I can bring down the materials that much faster for it. I don't even have the materials right now to build the space elevator. I'm short on polymers, and I'm short on machine parts. Let's open up another shift here in my polymer factory, because I do want to make sure that I'm getting plenty of polymers produced. I know my stores, yep, there it is. Polymer consumption 9, production is 10 right now. I need to get more polymer production going if I'm going to keep up with this. That building is off. Let's see, any more geniuses? Nope, not yet. And look at that. Soil quality is at 50 right now. It's going to skyrocket going for the quinoa. In fact, I'm going to bypass the quinoa on this one. I'm going to go straight for soybeans. We've got a good amount of food right now. And I do think the play right now is to probably order up some more parts just to get that space elevator up and built. Or, conversely, get another load of colonists. Let me build another smart apartment down here. And order up another load of passengers. Hang on. Let's get compact passenger module done up. And I keep saying I'm not going to go back into this thing. Obviously, I'm going back into this thing. Let's get compact passenger module done up first. I'm not going to do advanced rocketry, but if I can get 22 more people to come down here, easy. Let's do it. Let's get more folks down here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of have 2 people in here at a time in the medical center. Hopefully we can get those 2 people to operate the building at night. Because I want to make sure that this dome has, there we go, average comfort 75. That's going to help things along much, much, much faster. 1 Sol 8 for the compact passenger module. I'll make sure we get that going too. All right. We're doing okay. Power, not doing as great as I'd hoped. I do like the idea now, though. Since I've completed the mystery, I can definitely start putting down some structures. Like a small monument. Just slap that into a dome somewhere, or go for like a large monument inside the dome. What's the service comfort on these things? Huh. Doesn't actually give me a list of comfort on these things. But I do like the idea of slapping out a garden in here, maybe. Haven't been building a lot in the way of gardens in the map. Or it's something I neglect in my domes. I admit it freely. Is that is an opportunity I have. Is just get more of those done. I'll figure out that landing pad thing here soon, but not right at this moment. Alright. 67% on that. We're minus giggity power at the moment, or just shy of giggity. Alright. Strid is moving out of range in a little bit of time. Ooh, I just had a great idea. Some of y'all mentioned the idea of putting more... Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'm going to show you my idea here in a sec. Because there was a really good idea of getting some... Sorry, there's extra loud noise coming in right now. Of putting some scrubbers down in here. I'm going to put them like this. And I'm going to only put 2. Here's why. First off, this one's going to be dusting it, which I'm regretting putting that one there. However, here's where it gets fun. Wind turbine, wind turbine, wind turbine. Power accumulators in these 2. They're fully stocked up now, but once they're built, I can expand the radius, and they're going to be de-dusting each other, hopefully de-dusting the rare metals extractor. That's going to be a tall ask, mind you. Now I can have a little more power and a lot less maintenance. Somebody was mentioning that if you do scrubbers up here, you won't need to do as much maintenance. And these guys are right on the edge of this one, so I don't think I'm going to build any further south on this. I think I'm just going to kind of keep it where I'm at. So I go up to there. That de-dusts everything in this section. And I'll do the same with this one here. Okay, doesn't grab this guy. Unfortunate, but they will de-dust each other. And these guys all are built up, so we'll grab these guys, grab these guys. There we go. More power production, and we're going to be able to jam more into my power accumulators and get them up and running too. Nice stuff, isn't it? All right. Compact passenger module almost done. Good. Then we're going to go for large-scale excavation, prefab, refab. There we go. That minor discovery still not supplying blood of 1 or 2 supply. All right. Yep, still bringing the sexy people up. Let's go ahead and launch them. I have 29 vacant residential slots, and they're going to come in right here on this landing pad. Hopefully some will go here, immediately go into baby-making mode, because I got a nursery here, and I got a school that can fit all those kids from the nursery, so I got to make sure that I'm keeping the folks happy. Morale's good here. No tourism, no satisfaction. This one's going to stay bottomed out as long as possible. And this one, 77 kids born here. Wow, I think I need a large nursery in this dome. That, or I build an arcology. I see some retired folks, but my retirement home is actually full at the moment. Let's go ahead and slap down that nursery Small nursery, like I was discussing. What are we missing here? Gambling, dining, gaming, relaxation, shopping. I thought I had relaxation here somewhere. Relaxation, drinking, and social. Okay. It feels like I just need to open up a new shift on that one. Just keep that one open all the time. Alright, you. There's no playground in this dome. Let's address that too. Again, I've got a full incubator dome just down this passageway, but while I'm here, I might as well take advantage of this and do all those things. Rocket is 55%. We got plenty of food. Concrete is a little middling right now, but polymers is still on a downward trend, actually. If I could get this landing pad to do something, I'd totally be okay with it. Yeah. It doesn't also help that I dumped a bunch of polymers into this to make sure I had plenty of power during all hours of the day. Right. Not going to do anything with the mole hole. Because, yeah, granted the 50% metals production, 20% rare metals production, fully upgraded. For those of you who it's your first exposure to the series, fully upgraded. This will produce 150. Yeah, 150, I believe. Metals per day and 32 rare metals per day. So essentially every day, I'm going to have enough rare metals to send back to Earth. Just going to point that out there. All right. Stytripia Oxygen. Live in an apartment complex, unemployed at the Mo. Let's go ahead and open these two up. Make sure we've got folks working. Wow, these guys are fully engineered up, which means they're only making maximum efficiency. A lot of polymers being made up there. I like it. All right, 31 residential slots, 20 nursery slots. I wish this was kind of broken up a little bit, because it would make my job so much easier, trying to just looking at everything at a glance and seeing, okay, what is needed, things like that. We're going to very quickly take control of what we need. Strid is out of range. Oh no. Oh no, Strid is gone. What do we do? Any expeditions? Iridium. I don't think I have 7 officers. Colonists. Specializations. Officers. Yeah, I only have 5. I can't do Iridium yet. But hang on, back into research. I know I'm going back on this. There it was. Okay, planetary survey was already finished, so can't do anything with that. That's what I was actually going to look at. All right. Most of the jobs are filled. I am going to load up Crux with a full load of rare metals. Just send it back. It's going to make me a little bit of cash, which, again, helpful for any evil plans I have. Did I say evil plans? I just meant plans. Alright, there we go. All the job slots pretty much filled. I haven't turned this guy on. Easily could. Hey, look, I turned it on. Whoopsies. Yeah. And I'm going to go. Moving into quinoa. Perfect. There we go. That's done up. We're filling up the nursery, and eventually we'll get this guy going. But hot damn, I think I'm on my way. And what I'll do here, I'm going to have fun here, because this one loads up pretty fast. And there's the last. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to send Crux back at the same time as Exporter. It's doable. Double launch. It's going to give me just over $2 billion once they both arrive back at Earth. Gotta go for the small victories here. And small victory, including that, I'm getting close to the end of the video. Wow, a quick 30-minute video today. Wasn't expecting to race on by that fast. But we got the Mega Monument done. We've completed the mystery. We got the localized terraforming, the Geoscape Dome Wonder, as a reward for it. I'm running another power deficit in the afternoon hours. That's because I turned on the machine parts factory. That's totally fine. We got the Mohole Mine done up, which is good. And next, I'm probably going to be going for... I'm leaning the space elevator above the Omega Telescope. Space elevator will let me import the materials needed for the Omega Telescope, so they're going to play into each other a little bit. Of course, the space elevator, how I usually do it is I set it down, and then I set 3 shuttle hubs around it. This ain't a bad spot for it, actually. Am I going to level this area off to build it? I think I'm going to. Let's go ahead, do a big old flattening project. Eventually I'll figure out somebody had the idea, and I apologize, I do not have I don't have YouTube Studio loaded in front of me right now, because I want to give you credit for the commenter who said, hey, why not just raise this area? And I kind of like that idea. I'll give you credit on Monday's video for that, because I got to go and dig it all up. Cool, we got a spot we can put down the space elevator. I will kind of blueprint that out in between videos. Tomorrow, apparently the RTAAs are on hold for the time being. I do have an unboxing video for something coming out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. I'm also going to be looking out for you to like this video, drop a comment, and also share the video out. Thank you all for watching and joining me this week in Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. I will see you all, hopefully, in the next video.